Hello guys, and welcome to another profile tree video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at winning a digital marketing strategy in 2025. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So just before we get started with the video, it's best to always understand your target audience. Now, depending on your business, a successful strategy starts with knowing who your audience is and what they care about. Now, this is more important than ever. With the vast amounts of data available, there are many ways to understand your audience, but let's look at the key strategies. So let's just say, for example, you're targeting Gen Z. This audience spends a lot of time on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, but what exactly do they care about? Sustainability, inclusivity, and authentic brand storytelling. Now, understanding these behaviors helps you create content that resonates with them on a deeper level. Now, if you want to gather these insights, you want to make sure that you're using tools like Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, and customer surveys. Now, also look at your social media to see what conversations are happening around your brand or industry. Now, the more data that you gather, the more that you can refine your marketing and be true to your customer centric. Now, your next step is to set clear and measurable goals for your business. Now, your strategy won't work without a clear vision. So goals guide every decision you make, from budgeting to content creation. Now, a goal might be to increase website traffic by 20% within 6 months. That's a specific, measurable, and time-bound target that you can track. Now, think about how you'll achieve that goal, whether that's going to be through SEO, content marketing, or social media ads. Setting these goals up front allows you to focus on your efforts on what matters most. Now, again, you can use tools like Google Analytics or project management software to track your goals and see if you're on track. Now, if you're not meeting your targets, don't be afraid to tweak your strategy along the way. Now, your next step is content is king. Now, this has, of course, been always about content is always king. Now, it's always evolving as well, especially with the ongoing years. Now, it's no longer just about creating blogs or even social media content. 2025 content is about engagement, interactivity, and personalization. So, of course, blogs still add up to this, as you can see. And of course, with the amount of content that you're putting in, along with your keywords, that's what matters the most as well. Then with these keywords, you can, of course, do internal links and link them to different blogs or your social media as well. But let's look at an example. So a digital marketing brand might post a how-to video on creating a Wix website, as you can see here. But let's just say I was creating a custom-built CSS, HTML Wix website, so it's got a bit of code integration. I could add that then to the description of a YouTube video and let people try to do this themselves. So that's the future of content. It's more immersive, engaging, and informative. Another example would be a home improvement brand that might post a how-to video, but again, in 2025, they're using AR technology or VR to let customers virtually place furniture in their homes before making a purchase. So again, that's another way of creating immersive, engaging, and informative content. Now, another example is podcasts. Now, while they're still popular, think about how you can integrate guest speakers or live Q&A sessions with your audience. The key is creating content that invites participation and keeps your audience coming back. The next part is leveraging on social media. So 2025, social media is about building relationships and not just broadcasting your message. So it's all about collaboration nowadays as well. And of course, trying to build that relationship with your audience, asking them what sort of content they want to see with your business. Take Instagram's new features. This platform has reels, it has stories, and it has shoppable posts as well. And if you really want to keep your stories 24 hours or for more than 24 hours, you can have them as a highlight instead. Or TikTok's viral trends that can give you brand organic reach if you participate in the right way. Now, it's about connecting with your audience in a meaningful way, whether that's through customer support, community building activities, or even live events. So just focus on this when you're leveraging on social media for your business. Now, it's good to note as well that social media platforms are constantly evolving and your strategy must evolve with them. But remember, it's not just about posting content, it's about creating authentic connections with your audience. So be sure to respond to comments, engage in real time, and make your followers feel valued. Now, the next one there is artificial intelligence and automation. So, how would you integrate this for a business? Now, integrating artificial intelligence and automation into your digital marketing strategy is the best way for the business. Now, AI isn't just a trend, it's a game changer. Now, take, for example, ChatGPT here. So, this is a chatbot. Now, they're not just answering basic questions anymore. Today, they can personalize interactions, recommend products based on past purchases, and even follow up on abandoned carts. So, that's how advanced AI has gotten nowadays. So, the one I'll demonstrate for today's video is ChatGPT. Now, there are several different platforms out there like Claude.ai. You can even use Copilot, Perplexity, or Gemini. Now, these are all text generators for AI. So, let's just give it a little bit of a brief of who we are as a business. So, let's just say I have a digital, we'll even say have a bakery business in Northern Ireland called Tree. Okay, so then we'll mention we've been about for 25 years. At the moment, we're just word of mouth. Want to set up social media accounts, boost my business, and I also want to set up a website, but I do want to manage this myself, so maybe a simple platform. So you could see here how I have at the minute, okay, I have a bakery business in Northern Ireland. It's called Profile Tree Bakes. So we've been about for 25 years, and at the moment we're just word of mouth. I want to set up a social media account to help boost my business, and I also want to set up a website. Now, I do want to manage this myself, so maybe a simple platform to start off with. Again, this is my prompt, so this is the way I want to set this up. I can, however, use the search function on ChatGPT as well. So search the web basically allows you to look into website links or into sources as well. So that'll just search the web. So I'm just going to start off with giving it some information. I always like to treat AI as a human because just pretend it's someone that you don't know and they don't know you. So you're trying to introduce them and introduce yourself and give it as much detail and information about your business and yourself. So I'll just say as well, firstly, I need help with my digital strategy. What would be the best way to push, I should say. So again, I'm just asking this platform some questions and I'm basically talking to at this rate. Just treat ChatGPT or and any AI tool that you're going to be using as I say, a human, but more importantly, an assistant. So it's there just to make your life easier. So you can see here it's given us objectives. So what are we trying to achieve? Of course, we want to increase visibility and awareness online. We want to reach new customers locally. So drive footfall to your bakery or online orders if that becomes an option. So it's given us a bit of an idea. So of course, we don't have a logo yet, so we're just starting off. So get a simple logo if you don't have one. Canva is an easy tool to create visuals, and even better as well. So let's just skip through all of this for now. If I did want to create a logo, can you please create a logo for me with profile on the image? So while that's generating our image for us here, let's see, I'll just go for rustic and homemade. So while that builds up the image for us, let's see. Let me just showcase what it's given us. So it's given us a suggested launch plan, and even better, it's given us the essentials. So it is telling us that social media, the platforms that we could use is Instagram or Facebook, and that the priority there is high. And then we've got website there, which is Wix or Squarespace, and the priority is high as well. It's telling us to get listed on Google, so a Google business profile would be great to have. Again, that's essential for us, especially if we want to try to gather some Google reviews. It's telling us to do some content creation, so Canva and your phone camera. And of course, I would mark SEO as a high priority as well, because if we don't have SEO, how are we going to get ranked? So again, keywords and local search. And I would say, yes, the email marketing is the lowest. So use the likes of MailChimp. Now, there are plenty of different email marketing platforms out there, so feel free to use those as well. So let's see. It's went ahead and created a simple logo for us. So profile tree bakes. The image generator on ChatGPT as well has become so much better than it was before, and the wording as well is a lot better than previous. Now, if you did want to change colors as well, so let's just say, can you add a baker on the back of the logo? We'll just go for a cartoonish with an apron and chef's hat. So see how I'm basically asking it if you could do this, and it's given me a question. Okay, what exactly do you want? So I'm going to reply back to it. And it's going to go ahead and generate this image for us. So hopefully it looks nice. So I'll skip ahead once this is completed. Okay, so it's given us something a little bit more cartoonish. I kind of like this one a little bit better. So there's the differences between them. You can see. So again, you're kind of seeing how easy it is to work with these AI tools. Now, do note as well, if you do want to try this out for yourself, it is available on the free version as well. You're just capped out with the amount of messages that you can put in. So that's just one thing about ChatGPT. But other than that, it's still a really good AI tool to use. So use it for anything. Don't just use it. Don't just be thinking it's a trend. It's not. It actually is beneficial for your digital strategy, especially for your business. And most importantly as well, it can really help you set up majority of the things that you might get stuck on along the way. And as I mentioned before, do treat it like an assistant more than anything, and it will help you out greatly. Now, just something to add with the AI tools, it does also help with data analysis. The tools can predict trends, it can automate email marketing. You could use it for back office processes as well, especially with replying to customers. You can even help it to assist you with creating a paid ad campaign in real time. So again, just make sure that you use any AI tool to help you out with your digital strategy. So our next step here is to optimize for SEO as well as user experience. So SEO and user experience go hand in hand. It's no longer just about ranking for keywords, it's about delivering the best experience possible for your users. Now, say for example, the Google Business Profile that we have here. Now, it's going to be beneficial in terms of helping your social media and your website rank. And most importantly as well, you want to make sure on your Google Business Profile that you reply to any of the reviews that you get, or it could even be, let's just say, any questions that you get as well. So several different questions here, and just make sure that you answer them as well. And even better, when you are managing a Google Business Profile, make sure as well that you give it enough detail for the description of your business. So fire in as many keywords as you can on there as well. And of course, give it as much detail about the business itself and what you do. Last one there would be adding updates. So again, you can just add updates of new blogs that have come out, or you can talk about new trends, anything at all that will relate to your business. So that's another good thing as to why you should really keep on top of your Google Business Profile for SEO. Now, with SEO itself as well, this not only applies for the website, but it also applies for social media as well. So with the likes of social media, whenever you post anything new, on the bottom of your content that you've created, make sure that you add, let's just say, links, or make sure that you also add some hashtags as well, because the hashtags themselves are what makes up for its SEO on social media. Now that's the same applied for TikTok or Instagram as well. So make sure that you're adding those as best as you can. Now for the likes of the website, it does work a little bit more differently. Of course, what you need to add on your website for SEO is your metadata, which is going to be your meta title and meta description. And on top of this, you do need to add as many keywords as you can and make sure that you're adding quality content. So just don't fire in random keywords, of course. Make sure that it's relevant to the business that you own. And make sure as well to research these using SEO tools like Ubersuggest, Ahrefs, SEMrush, or you can even use free tools out there like Google Trends. So another thing that you can do is paid advertisement. Now, while organic reach is important, paid ads can also help you scale quickly. Now, it's not just about throwing money at a campaign, it's about intelligent targeting and optimization. So today's ads, you could use platforms like Facebook and Google, and that'll allow for highly granular targeting. Now you can reach people based on their location, interests, and even their past interactions with your brand. Now, paid ads can also help you test new ideas quickly. So run A to B tests, experiment with different formats, and adjust your strategy based on data. And there you have it, folks. That is pretty much how to get yourself on a digital marketing strategy. Now, if you have any questions at all, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.